Levator wishes Israel a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Israel.
Happy birthday, Israel.
Happy birthday, Israel.
Oh, jeez. 30.
30.
It's looking good.
Like closer to 35. 30,000. Let's say 3,000.
Am I close?
Yeah, you're really close.
Okay.
80.
I was gonna say older, maybe a couple hundred.
So 52 plus 15, so it's gonna be like 77. 67.
67.
I can't math.
You're the first one to try the math.
A few weeks back, what was it, a bombing or something? A bomb threat there?
Yeah.
I think it's terrorist groups and things like that, and people like fighting for control of it.
I think of like a desert, you know, like just like the terrain.
Oranges.
Oranges.
Don't you guys grow like a lot of oranges in Israel?
I think of the Star of David. I think of Israel.
I'm like so bad at all like geography, politics, all that stuff.
War. There's war. There's great unrest
Right.
there for sure.
Desert. I imagine the desert. Harsh conditions. Very stressful, intense. When I went to Israel, I didn't know what to expect, but I felt safe everywhere I went.
I think as an American, it's important for us to realize that we share the same values as Israel does.
Excited to go to Israel this summer. I want to go to get more in touch with my Jewish roots.
Friendly, allies.
Gay Pride, Tel Aviv, 2015. Be there. I'll be there.
I would say go visit. You can't learn anything until you see it firsthand.
The best place to go into Israel is their aroma, and you must order an ice aroma in Glida. It's so delicious.
I love Israel because of the gay community and diversity, and I lived there for 10 months and really learned it.
Everybody in the world has heard of Jerusalem and Israel, and it's such a place of diversity, and everybody just goes there and they feel closer to whatever they believe in.
Traveling to Israel definitely made me feel more connected to my Jewish heritage.
That's true, but that's not all there is. Israel's a beautiful place full of like adventure and fun people. It's like most compared to Los Angeles, so if you're from Southern California, it's just like exactly what you would expect. There's beaches and everyone is just super outgoing. It's really hard when you're in Israel to realize that this is the state that everyone talks about, that there's war and bombs.
The thing that I love the most about Israel, though, is the fact that it's the only liberal democracy in the Middle East in such an
They have chocolate milk in a plastic bag. Like you go to the store, you pick up a plastic bag, you rip off the corner of it, and you just suck the chocolate milk out.
Israel, I went to Birthright and now I'm coming back to go on Onward Israel, a Mishlanu this summer. For 2 months, I'll be interning. So see you soon.
And I'm planning to visit Israel, and I want to bring my mother, who's not Jewish, to show her how awesome this Jewish community is around the world and in Israel too.
So my favorite things to eat in Israel is number one hummus, then shawarma and shakshuka, an Israeli breakfast that is so good. There's no meat in the Israeli breakfast.
The Sea of Galilee, where you can see over it and see Jordan.
No, but the best thing about the beach is like it's not like American beaches, where American beaches they're completely empty and there's nothing there. Like in Israel, there's so many restaurants on the beach, they're filled with umbrellas, you grab a seat, you don't need to bring your own seat. That's an American thing, where you bring your own seat and bag and volleyball and all these things to the beach. In Israel, you just go there, and they have chairs for you, and umbrellas, and you just sit there. And then the waitress comes over, she's like, you want a cold coffee? You're like, yes, I want a cold coffee.
As a gift to Israel, we should share the true nature of Israel's beauty. We should spread the truth and have one-on-one dialogue with our friends and peers to educate them on what Israel is really about.
Happy birthday, Israel. Mazal tov.
Happy birthday, Israel.
Yom Holedet, Israel.
Happy birthday, Israel. I'm so excited to come see your beautiful country on Birthright this summer.
Happy birthday, Israel. Cheers.
Happy birthday, Israel! Happy birthday, Israel!
Happy birthday, Israel.
Mazel Tov, Israel. Woo!
Happy birthday, Israel! Love you!